When I go to share something, it's probably because I had a fleeting thought about how cool it was, which means that if it takes too long to actually share, I'm going to hit the back button and give up. I'm Joanna Smith, and I am your least favorite user. To help you create magic moments when sharing, Android Marshmallow introduced a new feature called Direct Share. With Direct Share, you can define direct share targets that launch a specific activity in your app when the user initiates a share. To be clear here, consider the current flow. If I found a funny article to show my sister and I select your app from the share dialog, your app launches. That's great. But a direct share means that I can select my conversation with my sister and your app opens to that conversation with the article already waiting in the message text view for me to hit send. Now that is a good user experience. To enable direct share targets, you must define a class that extends from ChooserTarget service, and in this new service of yours, you need to implement onGetChooserTargets. This method is the one that will offer up those share targets to the system so that it may populate the share dialog. OnGetChooserTargets is where your app can get as fancy as its little heart desires. Maybe it makes the most sense to offer up the 10 most recent conversations, or perhaps your app offers a way for users to track who they care the most about, and you can provide a list of those BFFs instead. Or maybe you know which conversations, like group messages for example, are most prone to using attachments, and those are your likely share targets. This magic is up to you. We just made the framework so that you could build a better app. Now, we need to update our manifest. As with any new service, we need to declare it. But what is special about our declaration is the bind chooser target service permission. This will let us interact with the system to exchange those implicit intents and share targets properly. Oh, and of course the intent filter that associates this service as a chooser target service. That covers everything you need to populate the system share dialog. But what about when the user selects one of your options? You'll want to start the proper activity when your app is launched, and to do that, you need to tie those specific activities to the correct implicit intent. So you'll need some metadata to do this, but it really is as simple as that. So to play with Direct Share in your own app, take a look at our super fun sample, which is linked in the description below, or check out our documentation. But most importantly, just continue to build better apps.